Folks, welcome back to PPL Week 6. I'm your host, cbmarcus, bringing you guys the results from the past game week. As we get further into the season, the playoff race is getting closer and closer. There's only 2 more game weeks left, so with that being said, let's check out these matches as we go into Week 7. First up, we had the Sword and Shield Showdown with JV facing off against Moth. Moth shocked Jay with Terra Water Kilowattrel turn 1, being able to eat an overheat from Skeledirge as the Skeledirge activated its eject pack. Excalibur and Aqua Tauros were able to wear down the team for JV's side, but Slowking G and Hatterene were able to eat the hits and retaliate appropriately. From there, Moth was able to outlast the rest of JV's offense, resulting in a 4-0 win for the Immunity Idols. Q and Uzi Gunner squared off in a fast-paced match. It was looking like an even game to start, as Iron Moth and Iron Treads both got KOs to keep the game leveled at 5-5. From there, the Bullet Punch Club clawed its way into the lead, with Sneasler and Vaporeon getting kills on multiple mons. But at that point, Iron Moth was able to activate its weakness policy as it got flinched in the face of his Sneasler Rock Slide. Unfortunately, it was going for an agility, resulting in a lengthy endgame for Q the Costa Rican. In the end, Bronzong and Cleavor came back for Q, besting the Bullet Punch Club 2-0. The game between Shuckle King and Sun King Drewby was teeming with power as both sides squared off with sun-abusing Pokemon. The Philadelphia Stunkies had a lot of pressure on it, as Drewby's Walking Wake and Cinderace looked threatening off the bat, but the core of Moltres, Quagsire, and Azumarill stayed healthy enough to KO 2 Pokemon to start the match. Moxie Honchkrow got things started for the New York Marauders, and Walking Wake and Slitherwing kept up the pressure during the mid-game, but in the end, Quagsire and Moltres took care of business to give the Stunkies a solid 5-0 win. Up next, Envy's team wasn't done with his low tiers, as Normal types in Ursaluna and Dunsparce were able to break for the San Diego Chimichargers, but Addison started mounting a comeback with Terra Normal Tauros. From there, Rotom-Mow was able to revenge Quaquaval and keep the game even at 3-3. It was Glamora and Rotom-Mow versus Hoopa and Salazzle, and in the end, Bulky Hoopa was able to seal the deal for the San Diego Chimichargers, netting a 2-0 win. Up next, we had Gray V versus El Cesor start off with a great deal of scouting. Life Orb Frostlass started claiming for the Borussia Donphans. From there, Scopelens and Teleon started gaining momentum for the Vancouver Titangs, knocking out Talonflame and putting pressure on the rest of the team. But it was unable to crit a bulky Corviknight that ended up setting up an Iron Defense. At +4 defense, the Corviknight was able to body press and take out the rest of the remaining Pokemon, giving El Cesor the 4-0 win. In a battle at the bottom, Ellie and Nexus went all out in their game. Lead Hariyama was able to sub and bulk up for Ellie, and once it terrestrialized as Fairy type, it started breaking, claiming 2 Mons before falling to Specs Iron Valiant. From there, Ellie tricked a ring target onto Overquill, meaning that Hoopa Unbound Psychic could hit it for super effective damage. Nexus came back with Terra Rock Lycanroc and Iron Valiant, but Diancie ended up being too bulky and was able to give Ellie the 2-0 win. Our last game was a groundbreaking match in draft as we saw a 6v5 take place as the LA Wakers took on the Nice Jinx. Mephisto showed up to the match with 5 Pokemon and one of them was a Pikachu, but the Nice Jinx had some tech in the back with Double Team Pikachu and Fissure Donphan. Now for those of you who don't know, in basically every draft league, there are some similar rules just like Smogon rules, such as Sleep Clause, Evasion Clause, and Oko Clause. However, they were not explicitly stated in the PPL rule set, and so Mephisto took note and brought the heat. In the end, Joey was able to seal the win with Heatran, but it was Mephisto who really sent a message to the league. That's going to be our recap for PPL Week 6. Stay tuned for the rest of the weeks as we get further and further into the season and closer to the playoffs, our matches are only going to get more heated. Let us know in the comments below what the game of the week was, what your set of the week was, and what your favorite mon of the week was. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next week for Week 7. Take care, guys. Peace.